Peace to all the kings and queens that's out there. This is your brother, the 13th letter to the cipher, and we are BACKAGAIN on another fantastic, sunny filled day. How are you all doing? Me, I've been doing absolutely fantastic. I've been traveling around the country, about 10 states in the last couple of days. In fact, did 10 states in 2 days. That's right, did 10 states in 2 days. Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois. Unbelievable ride. But not to mention that, I've been working on my other page entitled MOPOWERZ. Mo Powers, no space. MOPOWERZ here on YouTube. And I've been doing things over there as well. By the way, shouts out to General Seti. Shouts out to General Sarasudin Seti. If you all are not familiar with his clothing design gear, please by all means go to kingseti.com. Get you some gear. I'm not wearing mine today because I really wasn't expecting to bust this live. But when I was going to do a live, I was going to have that shirt on. But here I am. How are you all doing? It's a lot of crazy things going on. And there's some things that we have to stop. We have to stop ill behavior. We have to stop ill behavior. We have to stop evil behavior. We have to stop evil behavior from being heaped on black people, poor people. That's right, black people and poor people. You say, well, what about the other people? Well, the other people don't count. You know why the other people don't count? Because we don't count to them. However, we do, but they make you seem, or they make you think like you don't, but you do. They don't value the little people. They kill the little people. Hell, they will even kill your child, which we will possibly get off into this video. I don't know what I'm going to say. It's just a live. I wasn't planning on being here today. They would do anything to kill you. Not to mention all of the other factors that are involved in race war, like white supremacist groups, Ku Klux Klan groups. Groups and people of this nature are a cancer to society. In fact, the very same people who represent such a culture are immigrants in this country. They are immigrants in this country. Yet they rule. And in their rule, they have been the wickedest, the worst at rulership at anybody that was in power in the annals of history. These are the people that we allow to rule us. These are the people that you go vote for. But not only do you go vote for these people to heap this evil upon you, you even say that you need some help in doing this this crime, this violence that many of us are heaping upon ourselves. And in that process, laws are instituted by these big people for black people to imprison them and poor people. That's just real talk. That's not more talking. That's the world talking. That's the world talking. I don't have to read no book to figure this out. I don't. Just like you don't either if you really want to open your eyes. I'm not talking to the people that's already conscious. If you're not conscious, hang around somebody who is conscious. And I'm not talking about just someone who is in the house conscious, someone who's in their bedroom conscious. But when they come outside, they're totally different. I'm not talking about those type of conscious people. Those type of conscious people, stay away from. Stay away from. They are toxic to your spiritual development. They are toxic to your common sense. I'm serious. You got continuous killings of cops killing black men. Not to mention the lynching of black men in Oklahoma. Do you all remember that? Do you all remember last week when they pulled that guy over in Indiana for driving recklessly? Well, he jumped out the car and recorded his own death while the white KKK police laughed at their job on how they shot him. What about the Texas incident? Murdered executionally by cops. What about the sister in Louisville? Cops had the wrong house. And the cop got shot by her boyfriend, but he's in jail for attempted murder. I don't know if he's out on bond, but I know he got arrested for attempted murder. But he did have license to carry the arms. And he's charged with something that they did wrong. What are they charged with? Who's going to be responsible for the death of that young lady in Louisville, Kentucky? What are you going to do about it? I'm just saying. You have all of these athletes, entertainers, that's black, that want to speak for black people. But let me ask you something. Is there any white athlete or white entertainer that's speaking for white people? The answer to that is no. In fact, there are a few entertainers that were back in the day that did stand up for black people. It was many of them. But none other like Muhammad Ali. There was nobody who matched him in regards to standing up not only for himself, for black people, and for poor people. You think about that. We have no more Muhammad Ali's. We have no more Malcolm X's. We have no more Stokely Carmichaels. We have no more Huey Newtons. We have no more H. Rap Browns. We have no more of these people. We have no more of these people, and there are many more. We have no more Mother Frances Cress Welsing. We have no more Dr. John Henry Clark. We have no more, you see, etc., etc., etc. We have them no more. And our answer to our problem, to the death at the hands of the police, is to come up with a solution. What would be the solution to stop this madness? Because we have to stop it, because if we don't, they will continue to do what Malcolm X said. They will pick us off one by one. And you can't be a man if you let a coward rule over you. And these police out here, many of them are cowards. They just have a badge and a gun. However, there was one cop a little while ago, I think it was about a week ago, who spoke out about the injustice and the tyranny that is carried out by the police and he got fired. What do you all think about that? I'm just saying that from a humanity point of view, that's just something real. How many of you all would have did that? How many of you all would have sacrificed that? Do I think that this is like a stage play where they use this police officer? Hell, I don't know, but you got black people supporting him and you got white people supporting him. And you have Mexican people, you have humanity supporting this man. Now, if it's a play, if it's a ploy, it's a good one. It's a good one. If it's a play or if it's a ploy. But I tell you, how many of you would do that? How many of you would sacrifice your income, your cash flow, not just for yourself, but for your children and whatever else you got going on in your life, your car note, your cell phone bill, your internet bill. And pretty soon, speaking of the internet, all of these people who are out here doing all of this bad slander against people who are up here trying to work and uplift people, and you're out here slandering people like us, you will not be able to pay your internet bill soon. Keep playing. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. But I tell you, I'm going to know what's going on and you not, and I'll make it and you won't. Real talk. But not only do we have to worry about the police killing us, right? We have to worry about fast food. Fast food is killing us. You got these people at the restaurants. One girl in Mississippi got caught putting her menstrual blood on a hamburger, then serving it. Whew. Unbelievable. What kind of people are we dealing with today? What kind of people are we dealing with today? Well, you can't even go eat. I remember back in the day where you would think about people spitting in your food, spitting in your soda. You know, especially if you are outside of your realm of environment, so to say. If you're in one of those KKK neighborhoods and you are a person of color, there's a chance they may spit in your shit, in your food, in your food that you're buying, even though that food is no good for you anymore. But now you have people doing it all over. You have another incident where the other young lady, she wiped the floor with the hamburger, put it on the bun, and served it to the customer, and then laughed about it with her coworkers. How stupid can you be? So we have a lot of fronts. We have a lot of fronts to face, a lot of fronts to hold down. And yes, that was some black women that did that. But that ain't half as bad as what other people have done, what they have done to people of color with their food, what they've made them eat, what they've made them drink, what they've made them endure on a consistent basis. On a consistent basis. Our bodies is like plants, green, from the earth. And we feed it with all of these chemicals. It's not even food anymore. It's chemicals. Chemicals that's designed to give you death. Food of death. Food of death. Your Popeye's chicken. Your KFC, as in the words of Dick Gregory, Frankenstein chicken. Your McDonald's, Crackdonald's, your Murder Burger, Burger King. Your White Castles, your Dead Castles. Your Bojangles, oh my God, Bojangles. Oh no, they are even worse than Church's chicken. Do you hear me? I remember back in the day when Bojangles was it was popping back in North Carolina back in the 80s. Yes, it was going on. But anyway, we got this food of today that is no good for us. No good for us. Even with the milk that we drink. I don't drink milk, haven't drank milk in years. Never really even liked milk. So all of these problems that you're having with your body, It's what you're consuming. One of the master teachers said, we kill ourselves the way we live and the way we eat. And that was Elijah Muhammad. We kill ourselves the way we live. But not only that, the way we eat. And he was a master teacher. Many of you disregard his teachings because of what he did with those young girls, but that doesn't exclude his wisdom and knowledge that he displayed to the world with a 4th grade education. And many of you are walking around here with master's degrees and doctorate degrees and can't even outthink a 4th grade man. So don't talk about the man. He did what he did, but he left us a lot of wisdom to follow, just as many other teachers. And they've had their flaws. And some of them continue to have flaws. But it's not the messenger that you should pay attention to. It's the message. It's the message that you should be paying attention to, not the messenger. And sometimes that's hard for us to do, but in our process of development, that's something that unfolds, and that's something that we do. We do that, you know. I'm just saying. What else we got here? We got the Chinese takeover. The Chinese takeover. People talking about the United States going to war with China. How is China going to go to war with the U.S. when China owns land here in the U.S.? Now, the U.S. is just not going to let China gangster something from them, but the U.S. is for sale, and everybody's buying except black people. You got the Chinese people buying meat companies here in America. You got the Chinese people here have banks here in the U.S. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2 banks here. You can Google that or do some research, whatever way you do it. Sometimes it requires more than Google, depending upon your research or what you're doing. I mean, Google is just for something simple, like like this sort of question, but nothing that goes into some heavy knowledge or, nothing like that, just something simple. But they're buying up everything. Hell, they even bought an oil field. They're buying up nail shops, salons, all in your neighborhood. And they treat you as if you're shit, just as they treat those other brothers and sisters over there in Africa like shit. But they fought back by burning their businesses down. They did something. They just didn't lay down. So neither should you lay down. What you going to tell your children, your grandchildren, of why this is happening when they ask you, what did you do about it? Or what role did you play to help solve the problem or change the problem, change the solution? What role did you play? Think about what you have to tell them when they have no more rights as a human being. What are you going to tell them? You want to know what the 60s was like? Well, you're getting a prelude of what it's like, or what it was like right now. At a more higher level, since we've had this technology. And I mean, they're killing everybody. Everybody and taking everything. Like I said, the Chinese people buying oil fields here in Texas. Hell, I remember through histories when we had Black Wall Street and black people owned oil fields. We were oil barons. Okay? And we made like 2,000 to 3,000 oil barrels a day. And what happened? They bombed it. The white KKK government bombed it. Let's see if they bomb what China bought here in Texas. Let's see if they bomb and take their oil land, their oil fields, and whatever other little towns they build around. Let's see if the white KKK government do that to them Chinese who just bought their land and whatever else they doing over here, while we are sitting back doing nothing, while we are playing video games, while we are on Instagram doing despicable acts, displaying ungodly and acts of no value, when we are the value. We are the value. COVID-19 now attacks kids. What they call it, pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome. Now the kids have it. That's another front that we have to face as parents, as teachers, as human beings, as whatever you are. You are first and foremost a human being. It's attacking your children now. And it's sad that the way they did it. It's sad that the way they did it. A dirty game has been played on us, and this is according to Mike Ryan. Mike Ryan, not of the CDC, but of exactly the World Health Organization. I know they may flag this video, but you need to watch it. They flagged 2 or 3 of my other videos from my other channel, MOPOWERZ. If you haven't caught that channel, go over there and check it out. I highly recommend that. But all of this is set up, and according to Mike Ryan said that they took these people from the streets, inoculated them with this stuff, got them off the streets and sent them back into their homes or somebody's homes, just like they did with the prison release system. All of these people that had this virus, they let them out. These people had to go into homes. Okay? I mean, I'm just giving you, another perspective of what could have. I don't know, but it's mighty funny. Seems mighty skimmish. Seems fishy. It's just another thought. Just something to think about. Okay? And those vaccines, they're pushing it. They're pushing it. This is why now it's attacking the kids. Months ago, it wasn't attacking the kids. And it came from over there in Europe, from some kid over in Europe that went to New York. And from New York, it has spread it among the kids now. And it says over 100 cases of kids who have this in New York. Absolutely outrageous. Domestic violence is on the rise because of this quarantine. This is just a test run, people. This is just a test run. This is just a test run. Learn to grow you some food. Learn to grow you some food. Learn how to arm and to protect yourself. Learn how to arm and to protect yourself. Educate yourself on what these people are out here doing to us. Educate yourself on what these people out here are doing to us. As black people and as humanity. The little people, the poor people, even the poor white people. Okay? White people wage war on white people. Hell. Queen Elizabeth helped Hitler wage war on Poland. Think about that. Sure did. When white people as slaves when they were Marmadukes, that was white folks on white folks. But now it's white folks that's in power, the big brother, against all the little people who's the subjects who give them the power. But you still want to go out there and vote. And you still want to go out there and vote for those who give the police the permission to go upside your head and kill you like a dog in the street. Yet, you still have no common sense. But that's what you want to do. You're educated. Don't let them inoculate your child with those vaccines. This is all a test. All a test. Like I say, shouts out to General Seti. I'll be back in a couple of days. I got some more material to read, research, then relax, what have you. But like I said, I wasn't supposed to be here today. Just had to get something off my chest to let the people know I'm still around and to send that love out to General Seti. KingSeti.com. Check out the brother clothing gear. The next time you see me on this live, I had a gear on. I got it. I just don't have it on today. Wasn't planning to do it live. But shouts out to all of those conscious people out there that's working for the betterment and the upliftment of all people. especially black people. If you are a black person, if you are a white person, a Chinese person. China Max say all Chinese ain't bad. What do you think? I'm going to get out of here, brother. And it is your brother. The 13th letter to the cipher. Stay away from the popo. Don't drink or drive. Don't smoke weed in your car while you're driving. Take them keys out of the ignition if you are. Sit in the back seat or the passenger seat. Try not to do either of those. Go somewhere where you're safe. Don't be stupid. And have some love, peace, and respect for yourself. Remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. It's your brother, M.O. Peace.